A very good morning and welcome to the Breakfast News on Rajya television, your one-stop morning show for top stories from India and across the globe. I'm Ashwarya and these are the headlines. Prime Minister Modi to interact with over 1 lakh IT professionals, experts and technocrats on how technology can help in making a new India. To launch a corporate social responsibility portal, Main Nahi Hum, to enable them to contribute back to society. Centre willing to talk to anyone, including Pakistan, says Home Minister Rajnath Singh as he reviews security situation in Jammu and Kashmir. Adds, however, terror and dialogue can never go together. Appeals to Kashmiri youth to stay away from gunfight sites to avoid loss of civilian lives. "421 candidates filed nominations for first phase of assembly polls in Chhattisgarh, 18 constituencies to vote on 12th of November. Chief Minister Raman Singh and his challenger Karuna Shukla filed nominations from Rajnath on Tuesday. Scrutiny of papers today. In first action over journalist Jamal Khashoggi's death, US to revoke visas of Saudi officials involved in the crime, identifies 21 of them. Turkish president calls it a meticulously planned savage murder. G7 countries call for thorough, credible, transparent and prompt probe. And Virat Kohli, 81 runs short of becoming fastest batsman in ODI format to get 10,000 runs as India play their second ODI against West Indies in Visakhapatnam. PV Sindhu reaches pre-quarterfinals of French Open badminton. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will today interact with the IT professionals and launch a corporate social responsibility portal and app, Main Nahi Hum, in New Delhi today. The portal, made on the Self for Society platform, will enable IT professionals across the country to contribute back to the society through several CSR initiatives. Last week, the Prime Minister had sought views of IT professionals on how the technology and electronic manufacturing sectors can help in making a new India. The town hall will see professionals, experts and technocrats from all over the country taking part. Nandan Nilekani, Mukesh Ambani, Sunil Bharti Mittal, Anand Mahindra and N.J. Chandrasekharan are likely to attend the event. While 2,000 people will be present at the venue, more than 1 lakh IT professionals from companies such as Infosys and TCS are expected to join from about 100 locations via video conferencing. Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh visited Jammu and Kashmir on Tuesday to review the security situation in the state, and addressing the media, Rajnath Singh said that the government is ready for talks with anyone, but terror and talks cannot go together. He also appealed to the political parties and people to take part in the upcoming Panchayat elections. Here is a report.
Home Minister Rajnath Singh held a high-level meeting in Srinagar on Tuesday to review the security situation in Jammu and Kashmir. He said the centre is ready to hold talks with anyone, including Pakistan, but terror and dialogue can never go together. However, he asserted that the security situation in the state has improved in the last 4 months, with the number of stone-pelting incidents and recruitment by terror groups having gone down.
मैं ये कहना चाहता हूं कि जम्मू कश्मीर के हालात बेहतर बने हैं। इसके लिए हम लोग अपनी तय भरपूर कोशिश कर रहे हैं। किसी से बातचीत करने में कोई परहेज नहीं है, लेकिन शर्त ये होती है, उसके साथ शर्त हमारी ये है कि कम से कम वह तो देखें इस बात को कि भारत में टेररिज्म को भी पाकिस्तान स्पॉन्सर करे, टेररिज्म को प्रमोट करने की कोशिश करे, दोनों साथ चीज चले। कम से कम इतना तो आश्वासन दे दें कि पाकिस्तान की तरफ से ऐसी कोई कोशिश नहीं होगी। टेरर एंड डायलॉग बोथ कैन नेवर गो टुगेदर।
Meeting representatives of various political parties in Srinagar, Rajnath Singh also appealed to all of them to participate in the upcoming Panchayat polls in the state. He appealed to the people as well to come out and vote in large numbers. Both PDP and the National Conference had boycotted the recent urban bodies elections in the state.
मैं यही निवेदन करना चाहूंगा कि जो लोग भी अपने को जम्मू और कश्मीर की आम आवाम का सही मायनों में रिप्रेजेंटेटिव मानते हैं, उनके द्वारा इन पंचायत चुनावों की खिलाफत नहीं की जानी चाहिए।
The Home Minister also expressed grief at the death of 6 civilians in an explosion at an unsanitized encounter site in Kulgam. Announcing compensation of 5 lakh rupees each to families of the deceased, Rajnath Singh appealed to the people to not venture into areas where security operations are underway.
जानकारी मिली कि ऑपरेशन समाप्त हो चुका था, सारी सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेज जा चुके थे, लेकिन वहां पर लोग इकट्ठे हुए, कुछ वहां पर किन्हीं कारणों से कोई विस्फोट हुआ जिसमें कि कुछ लोगों की जानें गई हैं। जानकारी प्राप्त होने पर हम लोगों को भी इससे बेहद तकलीफ हुई है।
Developmental projects in the state were also reviewed in the meeting. The Home Minister said that the centre has allocated 350 crore rupees for the beautification of Dal Lake, along with several schemes being run by the centre and the state government to provide employment to the youth of Jammu and Kashmir. He said the government has ordered a detailed project report or DPR on building roads in border areas like Kargil, Dras, Tangdhar and Gurez. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Meanwhile, US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has said that Pakistan will be held responsible if they do not make sincere efforts to curb terrorism on their western border with Afghanistan. Talking to media in Washington on Tuesday, Pompeo said that this was the message that he had delivered to the Pakistani leadership when he had travelled to Islamabad in the month of September after Imran Khan became the Prime Minister. He also added that the US has made it clear that its policy with respect to South Central Asia has not changed and that its expectation is that Pakistan will not provide a safe harbour to terrorists on their western border. On 5th of September, Pompeo met Khan and pressed him to do more to rein in the terror groups operating from Pakistan's soil. Let's now get you all the election-related news. And scrutiny of nomination papers will take place today in Chhattisgarh for the first phase of assembly elections in 18 constituencies. The last date for withdrawal of nomination papers is 26th of October. Tuesday was the last day of filing of nominations for the first phase of state assembly polls. And as per data, 421 nominations were filed in 18 constituencies, which are going to polls in the first phase on 12th of November. These 18 assembly segments include 12 seats of all 7 districts of Maoist-affected Bastar division and 6 constituencies of Rajnandgaon district. The key contestants who have filed nominations on Tuesday were Chief Minister Raman Singh as the BJP candidate from Rajnandgaon seat and Karuna Shukla as the Congress candidate from the same seat. Chhattisgarh has a 90-member assembly and the polls are scheduled to be held in 2 phases on 12th and 20th of November. Meanwhile, a high-level team led by Chief Election Commissioner O.P. Rawat is on a 3-day visit to Hyderabad from Monday to review poll preparedness in Telangana. On the last day of the visit, today, the team will meet senior officials of the income tax, excise and enforcement agencies, besides transport, railway and airport authorities. On Tuesday, the 11-member team of the ECI held a crucial meeting with the district electoral officers and police superintendents to review the law and order situation and poll preparedness at the district levels. And earlier, the Commission reviewed with the DEOs and SPs over district election plans in a marathon interaction. On the first day of the visit, the Election Commission team held interactions with the representatives of political parties. Remember, Telangana is scheduled to go to polls on 7th of December. And Congress President Rahul Gandhi will pay a 2-day visit to poll-bound Rajasthan from today. He will hold roadshows and public meetings in Kota, Jhalawar and Sikar districts, which together have 18 assembly seats. Today, he will address his first rally in Jhalawar and follow it up with a nearly 100-kilometer roadshow from Jhalawar to Kota, where he will stay at night. The Congress President will also address the State Convention of Mahila Congress at Kota on Thursday, after which he would fly to Sikar to address a Sankalp rally. Rajasthan will go to polls on 7th of December. On to some other news. The Supreme Court on Tuesday referred to a 5-judge constitution bench, a plea-seeking collegium-like selection process for the appointing of Chief Election Commissioner and election commissioners. A bench headed by Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi considered the submissions raised by lawyer Prashant Bhushan, appearing for the PIL petitioner. The bench said that the issue of appointment of CEC and ECs had to be taken by a larger constitution bench. The bench, also comprising Justices S.K. Kaul, said that the PIL filed in 2015 required close look and interpretation of Article 324(2) of the Constitution, which deals with the appointments of the election watchdog. The bench was hearing a PIL seeking a transparent selection process for the appointment of election commissioners in the poll panel. The centre, represented by Attorney General K.K. Venugopal, however, opposed the petition, saying that so far no case of abuse of official position by the CEC had come forward. And the Supreme Court has directed the Rajasthan government to stop illegal mining in the Aravalli Hills within 48 hours. The court said that illegal mining is continuing in a 115.34 hectare area in the region. A bench comprising Justices Madan B. Lokur and Deepak Gupta said that Rajasthan was taking the issue very lightly, which has compelled the court to pass the order. The court also referred to a Central Committee report that 31 hills or hillocks vanished in the Aravallis. The apex court said that the disappearance of the hills could be a reason for rise in pollution levels in Delhi. The bench also directed the Rajasthan Chief Secretary to file an affidavit on complying with its order. 180 of the 350 tehsils in Maharashtra are facing a drought-like situation. Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis said that these tehsils were identified on the basis of norms laid down by the centre. The situation across the area has arisen since the state received only 77% of its average rainfall this year. And Fadnavis said that relief measures being undertaken by the state government include concession in land revenue, educational fee, continued power supply for agriculture pumps, and deploying tankers for supplying drinking water in the tehsils. A central government team will soon visit the state and declare financial assistance to deal with the situation.
इस प्रकार की सारी जो अकाल की जो उपाय योजनाएं हैं उनको आज से हमने इन 180 तालुकों में लागू किया है। साथ ही में जो किसानों को मुआवजा दिया जाता है उसके लिए केंद्र की टीम को हम बुलाएंगे। हमने ग्राउंड ट्रूथिंग जो है वो किया हुआ है, उसके आधार पर हमारा अहवाल केंद्र को जाएगा और केंद्र की टीम आकर हमारे अहवाल का साक्षांकन करेगी और उसके बाद वो मदद भी लोगों को मिलेगी। साथ में हम लोग जो प्रधानमंत्री कृषि बीमा योजना है उसकी मदद भी लोगों को मिलेगी।
And in breakfast news, time for a very short break here. Right back with more news. Welcome back after the break. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has said that the purpose of science and technology should be to make common man live comfortably. He said this while addressing the maritime conference Sagar Discourse 2.0. The event was organized by the Forum for Integrated National Security in Panaji in Goa. The Vice President also stressed on the need to update technical capabilities to ensure national security and said that security threats like cross-border terrorism, ecological vulnerability and environmental deterioration are not limited to one country and that they require a united response from the global community. Vice President Naidu also cautioned the scientific community to beware of the threats to the space systems from debris and other irresponsible activities. He warned that all nations need to be concerned with the pursuit of a weapon system capable of destroying satellites in orbit. The Vice President said that India must intensify relations with the traditional partners and establish new ties with other nations to promote peaceful use of outer space.
India as a responsible power has always collaborated with other nations on space issues. As such, the outer space environment is very complex with over 80 nations and the numerous government consortia, scientific and commercial firms accessing and operating satellites for countless economic, scientific, educational and social missions. At the same time, threat to space systems from debris and other irresponsible activities are adding to the complexity. We all need to be concerned with the pursuit of weapon systems capable of destroying satellites in orbit. Competitive approach and the important role played by the space technologies in improving economies and in providing national security have heightened international community's interest in space security.
And prizes were distributed for the 52nd Youth Parliament Competition 2017-18. The schools fall under the Directorate of Education, Government of National Capital of Delhi and the New Delhi Municipal Corporation. The Parliamentary Affairs Ministry organized the Youth Parliament program that intends to familiarize the students with parliament procedures, discussion techniques, developing leadership qualities, self-discipline and tolerance of diverse opinions. Member Niti Ayog, Professor Ramesh Chandra, distributed the prizes to the students for their meritorious performance in the competition that was held during the academic year 2018.
I find that this kind of activities are steps toward inspiring our youth toward demographic dividend. By doing this debate, you develop a sort of respect for the institution, you develop a sort of inspiration to become a better citizen, to contribute in a better way to the nation build-up in future.
If there is one sector in India that is witnessing constant growth in exports, it is the pharmaceutical sector. Every year, pharma exports are growing by 14 to 15%, and by 2020, they are expected to touch $20 billion. However, to regulate the quality and affordability of medicines, the Health Ministry is trying to increase the number of drug testing laboratories. It is also framing stricter standards for online pharmacies. Let us take a look at the performance of the sector.
India's pharma industry. China and African nations are hugely dependent on its high quality and affordable medicines. The Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission that sets standards for drugs manufactured in the country says pharmaceutical exports stand at 1 lakh crore rupees per year. This could go up to 1.5 lakh crore rupees or $20 billion by 2020. India is on its way to becoming the third largest country in the pharma sector. It currently produces 22% of the world's generic medicines.
India is known for producing high quality medicine at affordable price. उसमें एक और मोमेंटम मिलेगा और जो हम 1 लाख प्लस करोड़ के हैं वो कम से कम 1.5 लाख करोड़ की मार्केट को आने वाले 3 से 4 साल में प्राप्त करने की कोशिश करेंगे.
Online sale of drugs is a burning issue. Pharma associations and pharmacists are demanding a ban on such online pharmacies, but the government feels online sale of medicines offers convenience and all it needs is strict standards to prevent misuse.
हम लोग हमेशा ये कहते हैं कि जो टेक्नोलॉजी जो न्यू इमर्जिंग टेक्नोलॉजी है वो हमेशा यूज़ होनी चाहिए, लेकिन उसमें तभी होना चाहिए जब वो वैलिडेटेड हो जाए, प्रॉपर सेफ्टी सिक्योरिटी सिस्टम डेवलप कर दिया जाए. हमारी जो CDSCO है, स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं, अदर पर्सनल वो डेवलप कर रहे हैं, रेगुलेशन नोटिफाइड हुआ है.
The Health Ministry is encouraging private laboratories to test the quality of medicines other than Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, which is an autonomous body under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. India has 3 private laboratories as per WHO standards. Panchanand Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
On to the other big story. According to a government order, CBI Director Alok Verma and Special Director Rakesh Asthana have been sent on leave. The Appointments Committee of the Cabinet on Tuesday has said that M. Nageshwar Rao, the CBI's Joint Director, will take over the duties and functions of CBI Director with immediate effect. Meanwhile, on Tuesday, Delhi High Court directed the CBI to maintain a status quo on the criminal proceedings initiated against its Special Director Rakesh Asthana. The court said that the CBI cannot arrest Asthana till 29th of October, but it also clarified that there is no stay on the investigation considering the gravity of the case. The CBI described the charges against Asthana as serious and said that it was still investigating the matter and could add more offences in the FIR. Meanwhile, Deputy Superintendent of Police Devendra Kumar, who was arrested on Monday in connection with the bribery allegations involving Asthana, was sent to 7-day CBI custody for questioning. On to some other news, a foreign origin spouse of any Indian national or an overseas citizen of India card holder will now be eligible for obtaining the privileged OCI card. The card grants multiple entry, multi-purpose lifelong visa for visiting the country. The Home Ministry has also simplified the process of renunciation of Indian citizenship, providing relief to Indians who have applied for foreign passports. In a notification, the ministry said that a person who is a foreign origin spouse of a citizen of India or of an OCI card holder and who fulfill the laid down conditions shall be eligible to apply for registration as OCI card holder. So far, they were not allowed to apply for this facility. Let's get you all the international news. And Saudi Arabia will provide Pakistan $3 billion for a year to address the cash-strapped country's balance of payment crisis. The development came as Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan called on Saudi King Salman on the sidelines of the high-profile Future Investment Initiative Forum in Riyadh. Both the leaders expressed their desire to further strengthen the bilateral cooperation. The cash-rich Gulf Kingdom has also signed an agreement to provide $3 billion worth of oil to Pakistan on deferred payment. Well, apart from attending the Future Investment Initiative conference, Imran Khan also met Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to discuss matters of mutual interest. And now an update on Jamal Khashoggi's death, and United States says that it will revoke visas of Saudi officials who are implicated in the death of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Now, this came after US President Donald Trump called Saudi Arabia's response to the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi the worst cover-up ever. He added that whoever organized the plot should be in big trouble. Earlier on Tuesday, Turkish President Recep Erdogan told MPs from his ruling party that the killing of journalist Khashoggi was planned days in advance. He said that Turkey had strong evidence that Khashoggi was killed in a premeditated and savage murder at the consulate in Istanbul on 2nd of October. He also called for the suspects to be tried in Istanbul. Erdogan's address coincided with the start of an investment conference in Saudi Arabia that has been overshadowed by the Khashoggi case. Dozens of government and business leaders have pulled out, but Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman appeared at the event on Tuesday. The Saudi Kingdom has provided conflicting accounts of what happened to Khashoggi, and after weeks of maintaining that he was still alive, the authorities now say that the journalist was killed in a rogue operation after visiting the Saudi consulate in Turkey.
We have identified at least some of the individuals responsible, including those in the intelligence services, the royal court, the foreign ministry, and other Saudi ministries who we suspect to have been involved in Mr. Khashoggi's death. We are taking appropriate actions, which include revoking visas, entering visa lookouts, and other measures. We are also working with the Treasury Department to review the applicability of global Magnitsky sanctions to those individuals. These penalties will not be the last word on this matter from the United States. We will continue to explore additional measures to hold those responsible accountable.
And all the sporting action now. India will face West Indies in their second one-day international match in Visakhapatnam today. India lead the 5-match ODI series 1-0. With a strong top order, India are favoured to extend their dominance over West Indies. And skipper Virat Kohli is on the edge of creating another milestone if he can add another 81 runs to his tally to become the fastest man to score 10,000 runs in this format, surpassing Sachin Tendulkar. In the first ODI, the men in blue had defeated West Indies by 8 wickets. And India's fourth round-robin match of the Asian Champions Trophy hockey tournament against Malaysia ended in a goalless draw. With an unbeaten record so far in the tournament, India and Malaysia had already secured their places in the semi-finals of the tournament. India lead the table with 10 points from 5 matches. And Malaysia have the same number of points, but they are behind India on goal difference. India will take on South Korea in their last round robin match today, while Malaysia will square up against Pakistan on Thursday. Badminton news. Ace Indian shuttler PV Sindhu has entered the pre-quarterfinals of the French Open badminton tournament in Paris. Third-seeded PV Sindhu defeated Beiwen Zhang of the United States 21-17, 21-8 in her opening match. It was a revenge for Sindhu as she was beaten by Zhang in the opening round of the Denmark Open last week. Also in the women's singles, Saina Nehwal will take on 37-seeded Saina Kawakami of Japan today in the first round. While in men's singles, Srikanth will face the world number 22, Weon Wing-Ki Winsett of China. And in the mixed doubles, Ashwini Ponappa and Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy will take on the English duo of Chris Adcock and Gabriel Adcock. And in tennis, India's Prajnesh Gunaswaran made a winning start at the ATP Challenger tournament in China. Prajnesh defeated Johan Talot of France 6-4, 7-5 in his opening round. He will face Mohammad Safwat of Egypt today for a place in the quarterfinals. Prajnesh has been beaten, in fact, he has beaten this competitor thrice this season. And in the men's doubles, the Indians Rohan Bopanna and his partner Marcel Granollers defeated their Spanish rivals 6-1, 6-4. And with that, we wrap up this edition of Breakfast News. Thanks for watching and have a great day ahead.